Last time I spent Christmas in the Philippines was 2002. It was a different world. So, 22 years on, and having spent Christmas 2024 back in the Philippines, I can't help but ask, is Christmas really more fun in the Philippines? Let's go. I've identified three main factors to see if there is a massive difference between Christmas in the UK versus Christmas in the Philippines. Well, first and foremost, the obvious family. So, after 22 years, I get to do Noche Buena with my parents, my two sisters, my brother in law, and my nieces. It was an absolute joy. On Christmas Day, we also went to a historic town north of Manila called Vigan. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I got to enjoy Ilocano dishes and the company of my family as we laughed, drank, and ate away Christmas Day. But that meant I was away from my own family in England, Vicky and the children, and Vicky's parents. I missed making Christmas dinner for them and seeing their joy, especially Isla, as they opened their presents on Christmas Day. If I was in England, I would have cooked Christmas dinner and then most likely after go out for a long walk in the woods, which I particularly enjoy, with Jude, our dog, and we'd probably also have Vicky's parents over for Christmas dinner. So I think wherever I was, I would have felt the same way, the same joy. I would have enjoyed either way. So that's one all. Secondly, the vibe, the general feel. So I went back to the Philippines expecting the same experience I had 22 years ago. But 22 years ago, in 2002, a lot of my friends didn't have their own families, were just starting out with their chosen careers. So it was easy to get them to join me in everything I wanted to do or go anywhere I wanted to go. Needless to say, things have changed, and mostly for the better. My friends have careers, they've got lives, they've got families, they've got their own Christmas plans. The environment too was different 22 years ago. I lived in a place called Baclaran, a vibrant and extremely busy place south of Manila. It's a market town. The difference is, where we lived then, we spoke to all our neighbors. I knew all our neighbors. And like I said, it was very lively, it was very noisy, it was very vibrant. But where we live now, it is a lot quieter. And most of the neighbors, apart from one or two that come to the house, most of them keep to themselves. So prior to Christmas 2024, my last memory of Christmas in the Philippines was one filled with activity, hustle and bustle, noise and traffic, a bit of frenzy, Baclaran style. Saying that though, once you step out of the village where we live in now, the malls are bright and merry with their Christmas lights and decorations. There's still a very lively feel when you go to the market, and some of the town centers in the provinces are flooded with lights, and you can see some of the brightest and biggest displays you can imagine during the Christmas period. In England, there are Christmas markets that fill the air with the Christmas spirit, and in some, you literally smell chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Filipino associations, the one I'm in, and I'm sure there's one in every region in the UK, they have their own Christmas parties, their own celebrations, and they're all done in the spirit of the Filipino Christmas. Central London is a very bright and dazzling place to be during Christmas with their Christmas displays, the shops, people are wrapped up warm and cozy, and there's that definite feel of Christmas in the air. You go to Winter Wonderland and you'll see what I'm talking about. So which one do I prefer? I like them both equally. So that's 2-2, you know. And then we go to the third factor, which is the food. If you've met a Filipino, or if you know a Filipino and you've been to one of their parties, you know that we love our food, especially parties. You know, it could be a birthday party, be a baptism, it could be someone putting up a new fence or a barbecue, or you know what I mean. If you've been to a Filipino party, you'll know what I mean. So you can imagine the typical Filipino table come Christmas. Attend one of our parties and you'll see, hear, and taste exactly what I mean. Christmas Day, there's lechon, it's a spit roast pig, pancit, or noodles, rice noodles, queso de bola, puto bumbong, bibingka, and each province's local delicacy, all to be shared with family amidst laughter and love, and obviously joy. In England, it's a more sober affair, with the Christmas roast dinner taking center stage. It'll be your choice of meat, whether it's beef or pork or chicken, and in most instances turkey. I don't know why, but there you go. Roast potatoes, vegetables, and all the trimmings that come with it. Parsnips, Yorkshire puddings, stuffing, etc. And if I was to choose the perfect Christmas dessert here in the UK, it would have to be a rich, sticky toffee pudding, topped with a generous scoop of the best vanilla ice cream you can get. And I must say, done properly, an English roast dinner at Christmas can sit alone nicely with some of the finest Christmas meals one can have. So, in terms of food, I just think the Filipino Christmas table has just got more variety, a bit more oomph to it, a bit more choice and more flexibility. Thinking of barbecuing a piece of fish on Christmas Day? Give me that. I'll have some of that. To recap, despite all the differences and similarities I've talked about, I think whether you're in the Philippines or in the UK as a Filipino, or any nationality for that matter, we all want the same thing. And that is, on Christmas and New Year's, we want to be around family and friends, our loved ones, our nearest and dearest. And that's the same wherever you go, I think, or wherever it is that they celebrate Christmas. So, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and may the new year be one that brings you joy and laughter, love and light. I'll speak to you soon. See ya.